Hello, it is Heather here and welcome back to my channel. So I have realized in the last 3 videos that I've made, I haven't actually said my name. I haven't introduced myself at all. I've just kind of assumed that, you just know who I am. So it is Heather. My name is Heather. Welcome to my page. Today, I'm going to take you on a journey. We're going to go to Indigo together, and I am going to do a fun little book challenge. So what's going to happen today is I am going to go and purchase a book based just on its cover. That's it. I have a couple of rules for this fun game. Rule number 1, I can't buy a book that I have seen online anywhere. If I've heard someone talk about it, or I've seen the synopsis of it, or I've seen it on Goodreads, I'm not allowed to get it. So that narrows down some of the possibilities, but there's still so many books out there that I have no idea about. So that is rule number 1. Rule number 2, I am not allowed to open up that book and read anything about it. I am only buying it based on the cover. That's it. So it has to really sing the song of my people. Like, I have to go there and be like, this is the book. This is the one. I'm going to be shopping in the young adult section just because the prices tend to be a little bit lower in the young adult section. I am not going to limit whether it's a hardcover or a soft cover book that I'm going to buy. I'm just going to buy the one that works, the one that I see and like, yep, that's the one. So come along, guys. We are going to go to Indigo. I am going to be self-conscious. It's going to be hard to film in a public space because I've never done it before. So let's watch me squirm. Let's go. We have arrived. Here goes. That was awkward because there were a lot of people in there pre-Christmas, pre-lockdown. But I got this book. I will read the synopsis and everything for you when I get home. So stay tuned. I'm excited to know what it's about. And I'm back. Okay, so hair's a little different. It's a little bit later in the day. I just had a naturopathic appointment and I just did acupuncture. So I was a human pincushion. It was great. Let's get on with it. So this is the book that I chose. I love this book cover. It's really pretty, and I promise you, I didn't read a thing about it. Let's take a closer look. It's called Courting Darkness by Robin Lafevers. Yeah, my French sucks. So this is what it looks like. So you can see on the inside, there's the chapter's receipt. But it's got this really cool textured paper here. And if you take off the dust jacket, it's got like an imprint of a dagger, and it's got gold here on this spine. So it's really pretty. I'm really impressed. It also has that really cool textured page effect. I know there's a name for it. I don't know what that name is. So this is the book that I chose. Let's read about it together. In a breathtaking new adventure set in the world of the best-selling His Fair Assassin series, Robin Lafevers crafts a darkly romantic dual narrative featuring both new and familiar characters. Death wasn't the end, it was only the beginning. Sibella has always been the darkest of Death's daughters, trained at the convent at St. Mortain, to serve as his justice, but she has a new mission now. In a desperate bid to keep her 2 youngest sisters safe from the family that nearly destroyed them all, she agrees to accompany the Duchess to France, where they quickly find themselves surrounded by enemies. Their one ray of hope is Sibella's fellow novitiates, disguised and hidden deep in the French court years ago by the convent, provided Sibella can find them. Genevieve has been undercover for so many years. She struggles to remember who she is or what she's supposed to be fighting for. Her only solace is a hidden prisoner who appears all but forgotten by his guards. When tragedy strikes, she has no choice but to take the matters into her own hands, even if that means ignoring the long-awaited orders from the convent. As Sibella's and Jen's path grow ever closer, Their worlds threaten to collide, causing the fate of everything they hold sacred to rest on a knife's edge. So that sounds really cool. From what I understand, this author is a historian, and this is like part fantasy, part historical fiction, which is a really cool mix because I don't read much historical fiction. I chose it because I've been very into fantasy lately, and I love the look. It looks very fantasy to me. And I also chose it because I love this like dark academia style look. I like that it's black, it's matte, it's got both gold and silver detailing on it. I think it's really, really beautiful. I think it looks really nice on my shelves. So the aesthetic does it for me. It's there for me. Tell me if you've heard of this book, if you've read this book, because I would love to know some more thoughts on it. I did look it up on Goodreads, and it's like 3.25 or something along those lines. Not quite 4-star, but not at a 3-star, somewhere in the middle there. So that's decent. That's kind of cool. So we'll figure this out. I am going to attempt to do a reading vlog with this one. It might not be for a little bit because I have some other books that I am choosing to get to first. You'll see on my TBR from last week that this book clearly isn't in it. But we are going to attempt my very first reading vlog with this book. So stay tuned if you're interested in seeing that and seeing how my buying a book by its cover story goes. I hope you guys have a lovely day, and thanks so much for joining me.